Hi there. The weather stays cold for the time being, and as milder but wetter Atlantic weather tries to move in from the west, we're going to see some freezing rain, sleet and snow in places overnight and the start of Tuesday. Here's the milder air and the weather fronts coming in from the west. They bump into colder air and high pressure to the east, and that will lead to some issues overnight and more especially into Tuesday morning across parts of Scotland, in particular Northern Ireland, seeing mostly rain because the milder air will be across much of Ireland and into parts of Wales and the southwest. It's going to be mild overnight. An increasing wind coming through western fringes, and it's going to be clearer further east with a touch of frost in places. Temperatures in some sheltered spots down below freezing by a couple of degrees. I think generally across Scotland, as the cloud builds and the wind picks up, temperatures will be around freezing or just above. But it is going to be a cold start for many away from the far west. Northern Ireland, a wet start to the day, likewise for western Scotland. And as that rain bumps into the cold air, well, there could be some freezing rain for parts of western and southwestern Scotland, particularly over the hills. And that will lead to some icy patches in places, falling as snow further east, especially through the Grampians. It tends to fizzle away into the afternoon as drier and brighter conditions spread up from the south with an increasingly strong south to southeasterly wind. That's going to make it feel cold once again across the east of the UK, 4 or 5 Celsius here, but temperature contrast well established at this stage, 9 or 10 further west. And a cloudy end to the day for many, but especially to the west as the next weather front tries to move in. These systems are coming against the cold air, coming against high pressure to the east. They're becoming slow moving, and it's really not until the end of the night that any rain reaches Northern Ireland and the far southwest. With clear skies and a fresh breeze elsewhere, it's going to be another chilly start to Wednesday, although temperatures in many places holding up above freezing because of the mixing of the air courtesy of the wind. Nevertheless, a bright start for much of the UK on Wednesday, and we keep some hazy sunshine all the while across central and eastern parts of the country. In the west, outbreaks of rain moving through, but very slowly and tending to turn more showery later in the day, and temperatures are gradually climbing, so we're back in the double figures widely in the west, 11 to 12 Celsius across Northern Ireland, Wales and the southwest. A little higher than they have been in the east, but only at around average 6 to 8 Celsius. This more unsettled weather, though, it is on its way, and as these bands of rain move in, with some particularly wet weather across northern and western parts of the country, accompanied by tightening isobars, so an increasing strong wind, we're going to see temperatures rise widely, and Thursday is going to be particularly mild, certainly when you compare it to recent days and when you compare it with average. 1 or 2 spots, particularly towards the southwest, reaching 15 or 16 Celsius. So big changes to come, but on Tuesday, if you're in Scotland, watch out for that freezing rain, sleet and snow.